right, everybody. Whoa, turn this down. Hey there, guys. It is about 10:05 here on on Thursday night. And I am trying this out. I'm trying a live stream. I haven't done it yet on this channel. I've done it on Facebook, obviously. I've done some Instagram stuff. But I'm going to start doing some here on my YouTube feed. So make sure the audio's working, all this stuff. Seems like it's a little quiet. Let me know. Let me know if it's a little quiet. My audio levels seem okay. Let's try it again. Test, 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 test. Oh, I know why they're not there. Sorry, guys. Trust me, I am a professional at this in my real job. There we go. That's probably better. Okay, here's what we're going to do. If you're just joining us here, I am... I'm meteorologist Bill Kelly here at CBS Philadelphia, and my page is primarily for weather explainers and things like that. But I also, of course, like to talk about the forecast and track storms. So that's what I want to do right now. It is 10:07 here on this Thursday night. So here's the deal. Let me start you out with where we stand right now with severe thunderstorm warnings around the Northeast, around the Delaware Valley. The National Weather Service still has a severe thunderstorm watch up for a majority of the area. This goes all the way up, basically the entire state of New Jersey. That is up until midnight right now around the region. And what we're going to see is, let me put this back on, the potential for severe storms. However, I will tell you that the storms have calmed down pretty dramatically around the region. I go back to the radar. We do not have any severe thunderstorm warnings in our area. I do have the severe thunderstorms on this if there were any issued. We'd be notified right away. But a couple things to point out. First of all, here are the storms right now. The brighter shades that we're looking at, like right here over Radnor, over Norristown, basically right over King of Prussia, KOP, working its way just into the northern part of Delco. This is where some heavy rain is coming down, but notice there's not any cloud-to-ground lightning strike activity here. So that's a big sign that things are calming down. Yes, it's raining. Sure, you may hear a slight rumble of thunder. We move you up here over into Bucks County, and those rain showers rolled through places like Doylestown. We have some up near Upper Makesfield. And let me put this into motion over the last 30 minutes. They're still racing along at about 35, maybe 40 miles per hour, something like that. But they are really starting to show signs of weakening. It is 10:08 right now. The sun's been down for about an hour and a half, and some of that energy has been taken from it. But so we look ahead, we track places like Trenton, Levittown, Bensalem, Jenkintown, move it back here into the city of Philadelphia. You can actually see that line, and what's likely happening is this right here. This line out ahead of it is some gusty winds that are going to be associated with a gust front, but probably not enough to be classified as severe, which is 58 miles per hour or greater. So that's where it is there. Let me widen this out and show you that we have some stronger activity moving into Delaware right now. I want to pause this map. And these storms right here that have these really bright colors, this is the heavy rain. But again, if we had any cloud-to-ground lightning strikes, they would show up as little lightning emblems. On our map here, we have it set for every 15 minutes, we get the output of the cloud-to-ground lightning. I see one lightning strike right here. That's a little old, just right at the border, and I really don't see anything else. In terms of the intensity of the rainfall is coming down at a pretty good clip. Give you some sampling here, and the rain's coming down at about 1 to 2 inches per hour. And some spots, notice that 4.54, that's probably a little hail thrown in there as well. So we do have some very heavy rainfall. That's going to be one of those nights that you're like driving. Maybe you're driving along Interstate 95, not right now because you're obviously watching this if you're watching this live. But here's Interstate 95 right here, and you're going to have some very heavy rain, basically where it splits heading down Route 1 into Delaware. This is where this splits, and then down 95 is going to be a pretty wet drive for a little bit, and then things will start to lighten up. In terms of the severe weather risk in our area, the Storm Prediction Center is the branch of the National Weather Service that issues these severe risks. And right now, we still have what's called a slight risk. That is a 2 out of 5 on the severe scale. You can see that right here. It's called a slight risk. It's the shade of yellow. And basically that means scattered severe thunderstorms are going to be possible in our area. You go to tomorrow, and tomorrow we are also in a slight risk. The most damaging thing that we're going to be dealing with is damaging winds, and that's what you're looking at here. There is a 30% chance of severe level winds around the region tomorrow, and it's not just here in Philadelphia. We widen this out. I mean, look at that 30% chance. Goes all the way to New York, down nearly to North Carolina. I mean, if we look at this right here and we take a, like how big of a swath of real estate this is, I mean, we're talking almost 500 miles where there's a 60% chance, 30% chance that there could be a severe level winds. So that's something that bears watching for tomorrow. In terms of the hail risk for tomorrow, we have really not much of a hail risk in and around our area. That hail risk goes much farther off to the south. And the tornado risk tomorrow, there's just not a lot of spin. So it's really not a tornado event that we're focused in on tomorrow, but there is a wind risk. Back to now, I want to show you something. If we go over here, let's go back to the severe alerts. We just talked about our area. I want to take you over to Indiana and Michigan right now, where they are under the gun big time. Each one of these red polygons is an active tornado warning. Each one of these orange polygons, so we basically, between Grand Rapids and Detroit, probably around Ann Arbor, Ypsilanti, somewhere in there, down into just north of Indianapolis, including the Indianapolis North Metro, severe thunderstorm warning, a tornado warning north of that, then that extends all the way out into Illinois. This line of storms is extremely strong and producing some damaging winds and those tornadoes in that part of the country. It's astounding what has happened earlier in parts of Illinois where there were tornadoes confirmed and big, damaging tornadoes. So that is what we are looking at right now around the country. Temperature-wise, let me show you. Shows you where some warm air is. I mean, we do have some very stifling. Check this out while I have you. Here it is at 10:13. I'm going to show you the feels like temperature. It's still 94 degrees in Philadelphia at almost 10:30 at night. It's soupy out there. However, where we've had the rain, notice the difference. Allentown, Reading, Lancaster, all in the mid-70s. Mount Pocono at 68 degrees right now. So that's what we're looking at. To round this out, the remainder of the evening tonight, we're looking at our next weather maker, our next big change. It's very warm, it's very humid tonight. Evening storms are going to be likely. Tomorrow, weather alert, dangerous heat. That heat index is going to be about 100 degrees with severe thunderstorms. And then as we look at your weekend, it is still hot, but less humid, and storms are going to be possible on Sunday evening. So that's what we're watching, guys. I just wanted to test this out, do a live stream on the YouTube channel here. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I have some weather explainers on there, and I got some really cool stuff I'm working on that I'm hoping to get done by Monday. Posting like, all right, so check this out. Let me know what you think. Kind of give you a sneak peek. I'm going to use a blowtorch, a copper pipe, a bucket of air, and another bucket of water. And I'm going to do a demonstration to show and talk about why nights that are humid are generally much warmer than nights that are not humid. Has everything to do with what's called heat capacity. And I'm going to demonstrate that using these things and then tie it into the atmosphere, and why when you look at a forecast and you see the low on one day is 58, then the next day might jump to 70, and the day after that 75, you can almost always bank that the humidity is going up. And I'm going to explain why that is in kind of a different way, and hopefully a way that you go, oh, I get that. That's kind of cool. So there you go. Let me know if you have any suggestions that you want, and I'll do those videos. All right, guys.